All right, well, we've hit 10 o'clock, so I'm going to get started. So good morning, everybody, and welcome to this webinar on stronger communities, stronger clubs, stronger communities, and Club Connect. Just very quickly, we are recording the webinar and we'll make a copy available afterwards. And you may have just heard, if you have questions, throw them in the chat and we'll pick them up and answer them towards the end of the webinar. So today it's just an opportunity to introduce you to Club Connect a little bit further and talk about the very first Clubs New Zealand National Raffle Day that we'll be holding in September. So I don't intend to keep you for too long. We'll start with a quick dive into why we've launched Club Connect, followed by what it actually is and what we're trying to achieve. Then we'll share a little bit about how your club can get involved. And finally, we'll talk about that National Raffle Day, which is a collective fundraising effort that's going to help us take Club Connect to the next level. And at the end, I'll do my best to answer any questions that we may have. So at the heart of it, Club Connect is acknowledging that clubs are more than just places to go and have a drink and a meal and whatever else it is. For many communities, especially our smaller rural towns, the club is one of those last places where people can actually come together and connect and support each other. So about 2 years ago, we first began our work with Wiggy. And he is the founder of the Whatever with Wiggy Charitable Trust, and he does his work with Lean on a Gate, primarily in the rural sector and farmers and that sort of thing. So for those of you that attended the 2023 conference down at Hornby, you will have been introduced to Wiggy and heard his talk that he gave as part of that conference. And you will have seen that the conversations in that room and after really drove home the need for mental health and wellbeing support in our clubs. And it's not just committees or management or staff or members in isolation, it's everyone in the wider community is finding it tough these days, and so we saw that there was an opportunity to take the work that Wiggy does further into our clubs. We are in a unique position to help in that we have the people, we have over 300 venues in nearly every community across New Zealand, and in most cases we have these relationships established with the community. And it's Club Connect is about bringing all those things together to make a real difference in people's lives. And then on the other side of Club Connect, it's the ability that this work has to raise the profile and awareness of clubs and Clubs New Zealand. Because Club Connect is for everyone. It's not, as I say, it's not just for our members, it's not just for committee, it's not just for staff, it is for the communities that you operate in. At some of the sessions that we've had so far, we've had local medical professionals involved, we've had the police involved coming along and talking about their roles in the community supporting mental health and wellbeing. And we had one police sergeant make the comment that you guys are really different, aren't you? So it's helping that recognition and spreading the word about what clubs do. It's also opening the door for conversations at the political level, and you'll hopefully see that there's that photo there of myself, Wiggy, John Chapman from Mates in Construction, and Barbara Kuriger. We met at Parliament recently to talk about the work that we're doing, and I have no doubt that as this initiative grows and evolves, it will open more doors for us. So what is Club Connect? At its simplest, it's a wellbeing initiative delivered by Clubs New Zealand in partnership with Wiggy and Lean on the Gate and other support organisations. The starting point is that we'll bring a Club Connect event to a club for your members and also the wider community. We may have local businesses, local community groups who are not members be invited to come along. Once we have your club confirmed as hosting an event, the idea is that it shouldn't cost your club anything to host and hold it. But we do have some expectations that the club manager and the committee will be in attendance and support the event, that you'll go out to the local community, you'll advertise the event and try and pull in as many people as you can to it. In the lead up to the event, Wiggy will reach out and find out if there are any specific issues that are going on in your community, any areas that he should be aware of, and then he'll also reach out to some of those community groups and see if he can drum up interest that way as well. The event at a minimum involves Wiggy, Slade, McFarlane and Rowley from Forsyth Bar. And we'll generally have a Clubs New Zealand staff member there as well. They come in, they run the event. It's a presentation. They get up and talk about various aspects of mental health and wellbeing. It is a confronting topic. It's, from what we've seen so far, there's quite often some tears. There's some pretty tough discussions, but at the end of it, it is really powerful and it starts the conversations going. And yeah, just after the events as well, some of those conversations that continue on afterwards are pretty amazing. We've seen that the most successful events so far are the ones that are held in the main bar of the club. We tend to get those members that are in there having a drink and they say, no, this is great what you're doing, but this event's not for me. And then at the end of it, they are the most engaged people in taking part in the event. It may be that you have a few bowls of chips out on the table, nothing spectacular, but it really is about Wiggy, Slade and Rowley coming in and doing their thing. There are lots of people running around the country at the moment providing mental health talks. There's a few celebrities who charge a decent amount of money for them to come in, provide an hour's talk, and then they disappear and are never heard from again. We're trying to ensure that this is not just a talk. It's about breaking down stigma, starting real conversations about wellbeing and mental health, and then identifying people in your club, in your communities, who want to undertake additional training to become connectors, who have the tools and the resources to look out for the people in your community. So when we're at the event, we ask the people that are there to sign and indicate whether they'd like to have more training, which will be part 2 of Club Connect. So once we've identified these people who want the additional training, we'll help facilitate that, and they'll be trained in what to look for, when to have a conversation, what to say in those conversations, and then also how to access further help and support for the people if needed. We've had a number of these Club Connect events already around the country, and the feedback has been incredible. We've got 2 more booked in at the moment in the series, and then we'll be looking at moving to book in the next lot once we've had a look at the calendar. So what are we trying to achieve? Ultimately, the vision is really simple. It's stronger clubs and stronger communities. We already know that clubs are a safe space, but we want to take it a step further where there's safe spaces for important conversations about mental health and wellbeing, and we want to equip communities with trained connectors. And at the end of the day, we want this to be a long-term initiative that makes a genuine difference, not just one-off events, but a real movement that leaves clubs and communities more connected. How can your club be involved? So if you are interested in hosting an event, a Club Connect event, please reach out. We have, as I said, we have 2 more events in our initial schedule, and then we'll be working with the team in the coming months to plan out the next block of events. I can't promise that we can get to everyone straight away, but if we have expressions of interest, we'll factor that into our planning. Encourage your members to attend events near you and be part of the conversation, even if that event is not being held at your club. If it's a club down the road, if it's a club that's 20 minutes away, you really should be advertising that there's a Club Connect event, because, as I say, these events are not for clubs in isolation. It's about our network of clubs working together and benefiting the community as a whole. And of course, support fundraising efforts like the National Raffle Day that's coming up. And that will allow us to continue delivering Club Connect and ensure that it's as low cost as possible for the clubs that are involved. And that brings me to National Raffle Day. And this really came about because we do need to fundraise for Club Connect, and we know that nobody does raffles like clubs do. So we're really excited to launch the very first Clubs New Zealand National Raffle Day. It'll officially be held on Sunday, 28th of September. However, clubs may elect to run your raffle or raffles anytime from the 22nd to the 28th of September. This will be a nationwide effort with clubs across the country running raffles during the week, and every dollar raised will go towards funding more Club Connect events and training connectors in the communities. I'm not aware of anything like this being done across the Clubs New Zealand network before, but the impact that we can have if hundreds of clubs get behind this is going to be amazing. So it's pretty simple, really. The funds raised equals more events, more connectors, more communities supported. It's going to showcase clubs as the heart of the community, and the more clubs that get involved, the more opportunities we will have to raise the profile of clubs in general and get that media coverage and recognition for the events. I mean, I just can't imagine if we were able to stand up and go out to the media and say we have 100 clubs that are going to be running a collective raffle over this week, and just how powerful that's going to be. So nobody does raffles better than clubs, and the thing is that your club could elect to just simply run one of your regular raffles on this day, or you might use it to go to the next level and really innovate. So in the lead up to National Raffle Day, we will share several tips, tricks, ideas that your club may wish to pick up. Those at conference down in Richmond earlier this year will have seen the raffle that we ran in the afternoon down there. There was a line across the club. We had the amazing table of prizes up for grabs, and we were able to raise just over $4,000, I think, in just under an hour that afternoon. We've got a great example of Papakura Club. A wee while back, they attended a raffle at the Racecourse Hotel, which I believe is down in Christchurch, and saw their big meat raffle that they run. And Papakura Club took that idea, and they've been doing it on the last Sunday of each month for a wee while now. And they've got 148 prizes up for grabs. $20 buys you 30 tickets plus plus 2 bonus tickets. They sell for an hour on a Sunday afternoon, with the draws starting just after 2. And at the last Sunday draw, they sold 200 sets of tickets, and what was once a $700 Sunday afternoon now regularly makes over $3,000. So it's just looking at, you may wish to explore how you do things differently, and as I say, we will be sharing some ideas on how you might be able to do that as we're in the lead up to the National Raffle Day. So my call to action for clubs is let's make this a success together. We have sent out the email about the National Raffle Day, and that includes the registration form. We do need you to register your involvement, and we need you to register by Friday, 29th of August. The raffle week is obviously 22nd to 28th of September. You could just do one raffle, you could do multiple over the week. It is entirely up to you how you want to run it. And then we'll be asking clubs to ensure that any funds raised are banked by the 10th of October. We are here to answer any questions that you might have. But as I say, our call to you is to be involved and make this as much of a success as we can together. And as I said, we wasn't intending to keep you long this morning. So if you have any questions, please throw them in the chat or feel free to email us at National Office. Thank you. No question. Oh, we've got one coming through by the looks of it. Keith, how many people have attended so far? Oh, Keith has just reminded me as well. At next year's conference and AGM, we will be introducing a club awards, and one of those awards will be the Club Connect Award, which will be awarded to the club who raises the most money for Club Connect, and that will be per capita, so it's we'll be working that out based on the number of members. So a few of the benefits for this National Raffle Day are, one, you'll be part of this amazing initiative. You will also hopefully get that media coverage, and Michelle's signalling something.
Just over 100 people have attended the Club Connect so far.
Cool. And you may be able to pick up that very first Club Connect Award. Just we have a question there on how many people have attended so far, and we've had just over 100 people attending Club Connect events across the country, and that's something we certainly want to see growing. And we will, so once you register to be part of the National Raffle Day, you will receive an email with promotional support, or have posters, social media, all the rest of it. And we'll also provide you with those tips and tricks for how you might want to run your raffle. And Keith has also just said that, just reminded me that of those 100 people that have attended the event so far, over half have signalled that they'd like to complete more training. So the engagement at the event is incredible. All right, we'll call it a day on that. Thank you to those that joined this morning.